Hello everyone. So today we are going to do a practical lab of Azure File Sync service, and we are going to deploy the service and create all the resources that are required for the same. So right now, as you can see, I'm in my Azure portal, and I'm going to create a file share that will act as a cloud endpoint in the file sync service. So a file share is always created in a storage account. So I have already created this storage account. And under this, in the data storage type, you have got four data types as I had informed in the earlier videos. These are tables, queues, file shares, and containers. So we'll click on file shares and we'll create a standard file share. We'll name it file sync. Okay. And now we'll create it. So this file share will act as a cloud endpoint for our storage sync service. Okay, in the meantime, we'll go ahead and create a storage sync service in the same region as the file share. As you can see, I have already created a resource group, so I'm selecting the same, and now I am naming it as same as my channel. Okay, and I'm creating it. So networking and tags, we have left it because we don't need to select anything specific in them. So we have left those tabs untouched, and we will be creating a storage sync service at a very basic level. So as you can see, the file share has been created. Okay, we were not able to enable the backup service for the file share, and it's okay, we don't need it at this point of time. Let's see if the storage sync service is able to be deployed in the required resource group. So in the meantime, it's being deployed. We would be needing a server endpoint as well, since I told you in the last video. And I have created a Windows virtual machine just for the sake of testing. And it is also in the same region as Central India. But remember, it is not required to be in the same region. In fact, the best utility of file share could be that different the users from different region could sync their on-premise server with a centralized file share. So I have RDP'd into this particular file share, and over here, as I had told you, we will need to disable the security, Internet Explorer security, so that we are able to download and install the Azure File Sync agent on this server. So we'll go ahead and try to disable the security. I guess it's over here. Okay, so as you can see, this is Internet Explorer enhanced security configuration, and it is on. So we'll switch it off. Okay, because it doesn't allow us to download the Azure File Sync agent and install it further. So we will stop it. We have switched it off, and now we will try to download the Azure File Sync agent from the Internet Explorer of this virtual machine. So I'll just search Azure file sync agent. So it will provide me the latest file sync agent, the latest version, and we'll be downloading it from the Microsoft site. We'll get an option to select basis the version of the server which file sync agent we are going to install. So our server is 2016. I'm not getting an option to select a particular version. Not sure why we are not getting an option, but let's try. Okay, this is the older version. Okay, I guess we might need to try to access it with Microsoft Edge. Okay, because Internet Explorer has been deprecated, so that might be a challenge to download through it. So let's see if it works via Edge. So in the meantime, let me show you if in the ideal scenario how it should be. So this is the file sync agent. Okay, this is download option that we should get. So what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to sync my use the server endpoint as my own system rather than the server for the sake of saving time. So I'm downloading it over here. As you can see, the download has started. Unfortunately, I believe due to Internet Explorer and various other variables, this might not be working. So I'll see it later. Okay, so it's been downloaded. Okay, let's go over here. Okay, as you can see, it's the installer file. So we'll just initiate the installation. Okay, as it says that it's only able to be installed on a server. So this is also one of the major takeaways. So I guess we need to use the edge only. from the server. Okay, now it's working. I think Edge will be installed and then we'll be good to go. In the meantime, installation is taking place. Let me take you to the file sync service that we have created, the storage sync service that we had created. So over here, we'll create a sync group. Now, we'll name the sync group as the same as our channel. I hope you like the name of the channel. You can recommend me if you like something else, and if I like it, then we can change it. So over here we can select the name of the storage account. Why? Because we need to select the cloud endpoint. So the file share as well we will need to select, and then we will create the sync group. So as you can see, the sync group has been created instantly, but the cloud endpoint, as you can see, is still being created. So let it be created. We'll go back and we will start without syncing our data. We'll confirm, we'll continue without this data and start browsing. Okay, let me search agent. So why I am sharing this all the process with you, because when you are going to try to install this, you also might face these challenges, and that's why we are doing it real time. Okay, it's been downloaded. Now we'll run this. Okay, since it's a 2016 server, it will go ahead. You'll accept the license and terms. Don't change this path. Okay, let it remain so. Why? Because it will come in handy, because when you will be referring the documents, you will find the logs in the same path for troubleshooting purposes. We'll just go and do next. We'll use the existing settings. We won't be configuring a separate proxy. We'll be using the Microsoft update. It will allow the storage sync agent to be updated whenever a new version is available. Remember that your system would be restarted when the agent is installed. So installation is started. Let's check the status of our cloud endpoint. We'll go inside the sync group, and over here we can see that we have got a cloud endpoint. Okay, due to the backup service issue, I believe that the cloud endpoint has got some hindrance in its creation. So let's check. Okay, it is there. Backup was not able to be configured. We don't want the backup. Let it be. I think this should solve the issue. Let's go ahead inside the sync service. Okay, else looks fine. Let's refresh it. Okay, I think this might be a false positive. We'll look into it later. Let's check, has it been installed? Yeah. So as soon as the service is installed, we'll get a prompt to authenticate, to validate it with, to create a trust relationship with our subscription, Azure subscription. So here it is up to date. Go and click OK, and it will provide us this. Sign in. input our subscription details. Oh, I might would have entered another password. This should work. Right, so this one has worked. We'll select the free trial, we'll select our resource group, and then it will give the option to select the sync service that we have created. So this is the one in the RG. So register. Once we'll register that, in that sync group, we'll get an option to add this particular server as an endpoint. Okay, I hope things are started to make sense to you. Okay, the connectivity test has passed. We can close this, and now we can add the server endpoint over here. It will give us an option. It's taking a while. Let me refresh it for you. And no, still taking time. Yeah, so here it is. This is our server. If you remember, this is the name, file sync VM. Now we are going to give the path that we wish to get synced. Okay, so we'll go inside this server. Okay, and we'll give a path which contains certain number of files just for the sake of verification of the sync. Okay, let me give users file. Okay, so this is the path, and let's try to sync it. Okay, so here is an important thing. In the system volume, you won't be able to enable cloud tiering. Why? Because it's critical for the system and system manages it. So you can't have an upper hand in that. Okay, so let's select something else. Let's select the D drive. Okay, seems simple and has less data as of now. Okay, this option comes when you're using a data box, so you don't need to transfer the data again. Azure will know that a data box was there, you had utilized it, and it will do the data syncing from there only. So we have unticked it. So cloud tiering, let's enable it. I told you about the concept. We are putting 20% volume space policy for the particular volume that we have selected. We are not utilizing the date policy, but always remember, if both are enabled, then volume free space policy will take precedence. Let's put the date policy as 7 days. Okay, so how would the initial upload look like? You're going to merge the content, or you're going to overwrite the file of Azure file share to the on-premise VM. Okay, so we are going to merge the content, and let's use the default setting, and this will also be fine. Download the namespace only, because there's no point doing it separately over here. So let's do this only. We'll create it now. Okay, okay, so it is saying that the partnership ID is not successful because we have got the issue with the file share. So what I'm going to do, I'll create another file share in this very storage account, as we knew that this could be an issue for us. So let's name it file sync 1. Okay, and we'll disable the backup, and it would be smooth. creation, I believe. Okay, it has got created. No backup, no hustle. Okay, let's go in the storage sync service. Okay, we can't delete the endpoint and we can have only one endpoint, so we need to delete it. Be deleting the sync group. So why I'm sharing all of it with you is that uh, because while you would be doing it, you might face the same issues, and then this will be helpful. Okay, okay. Selecting the same storage account and the new file share. So hopefully this should work. This is our new sync group name. Okay, I think we are clear now, and this configuration will work for sure. See, the provisioning has succeeded, so it all looks fine. Now we'll add the registered server, we'll add the D drive. Okay, P and paste. Cloud tiering enabled 20%, date policy enabled 7 days, initial sync will be merged, and initial download will be namespace only. Let's do it. Okay, so the initial waiting for initial upload to start, waiting for initial downloads to start. So since it's a new setup, it will take a while, but soon we'll be able to see this D drive data, okay, of the server. Okay, these this data would be in the file share. Why? Because the file share was empty in itself, so there won't be anything. But as soon as the sync starts, we'll have the data of the server in the file share. So let's go inside the storage account, select the file share, and select the working one. Okay, just browse it, and as you see, here it is. This is the one, and the collect guest logs were the another one, and this is a basic default directory system share information, so you can disregard it. You can click under this and then we'll get this file. So as you can see, our files have synced from the server to the file share, and with this our lab has completed. I'll request you all to please try it. Merely watching it won't be sufficient. Practical would be really helpful. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. I'll keep sharing very helpful videos for you all. Jai Hind.